Hey guys, it's Josue and welcome to a single player quick review of Captain Marvel, the latest film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe directed by Anna Boden and Ryan Fleck. This review will be spoiler free, so you won't have to worry about any discussion on Easter eggs or the mid-credit scene. If you like today's content, then hey, why not drop a like and subscribe to keep seeing even more content just like this. Alright, let's start the review. Captain Marvel tells the story of Carol Danvers, a woman from an alien race called the Kree who has visions of a life she does not remember, and so journeys to find both the secrets behind her past, her powers, and of the war her race is currently in against another rival alien race called the Skrulls. Let's start with the positives. The action, especially towards the end of the film, were some of the more engaging fight scenes we've come to see out of a Marvel film. Watching Captain Marvel go completely Dragon Ball Z put a smile on my face, with many shots making me say "oh damn" out loud. Marvel continues their trend of realistically de-aging their actors to such a point where you forget that Samuel L. Jackson is actually 70 years old. I mean, look at him, he looks amazing. Speaking of Samuel L. Jackson, this movie picks up tremendously as soon as Nick Fury shows up in the film. His character dynamic with Carol Danvers comes across as real and playful, and I'm really looking forward to seeing these two interact some more with each other in the future film, as they go along with each other just so well. This should come across as obvious, but the film does have a tribute to Stan Lee, and if you have any sort of love for Marvel whatsoever, it will definitely leave you tearing up a little bit. The film has the usual Marvel charm and humor, and with the film being set in the 90s, there are tons of opportunities the film takes advantage of to really play into the 90s setting and vibe to really deliver some hilarious jokes that today's youth just probably wouldn't understand. The overall message of the film also comes across as just straight up motivating and uplifting, and I could definitely see some little girls watching Captain Marvel and seeing themselves as superheroes one day, and it's just such a beautiful thing to imagine. The film also has what may possibly be the best mid-credit scene we've seen in the past couple of years. By the end of the film, you just can't wait to finally see Captain Marvel use her powers and face off against Thanos in Avengers Endgame. We don't know if there's going to be a 1v1 between the two of them, but God, I hope so, as it will definitely go down as one of the best moments in MCU history, just based on her fighting skills in this movie. I can't finish off the positives without also mentioning Goose the cat. I initially thought this cute cat wouldn't get such a big role, but wow, he actually played a humongous role in the film, and Goose's actor, Reggie the cat, did a phenomenal job. A lot of great moments with the cat, and I'm excited to hopefully see Goose come back in the MCU one day. Now, the negatives. Brie Larson is an absolutely fantastic actress, but her delivery does leave some room for improvement in specific scenes. Although this begs the question as to whether it was her fault or the script's, as there are moments sprinkled throughout the film where the script could definitely have used some work when it came to bad or flat out cringy lines of dialogue. The first 30 minutes of the film were a complete drag, with way too many expository lines, and felt like one huge compilation of all the negative aspects the Marvel Cinematic Universe has come to be known for from the past couple of years. I really thought in those first 30 minutes that we may have actually had our first bad film in the MCU. As soon as the setting of the film shifts to Earth though, the film slowly starts to pick up, but taking a long, dreadful 30 minutes to get to that point is inexcusable. We also had another flavor of the week type of villain for this film, a curse that, the MCU is known for by this point. Although it was nice to see Ronan the Accuser and Korag's return to the MCU, even if Ronan doesn't look nearly as scary without his black paint under his eyes. Clark Gregg's character, the amazing OG Phil Coulson, could definitely have been utilized better in the film. Certain scenes felt as if it could have benefited from better direction as well, as while I understand what was going on, the execution could have just been so much better. Captain Marvel certainly has more positives than negatives, but unfortunately the negatives are simply too large to ignore for the film to be given a high rating in my book. While there were a ton of great moments in the film, I sadly get the impression that this movie may end up being one of the more forgettable films in the MCU. The film sits at a current 7 out of 10 for me, sitting firmly in the mid-tier out of all the films in the cinematic universe. Better than the likes of Thor: The Dark World, but nowhere near the greatness of Captain America: Winter Soldier. But this movie would definitely do a good job at getting you hyped up for Avengers Endgame. As always, thanks for listening. If you liked what you heard, make sure to support by dropping a like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.